At the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing on first down is Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
The throw there by Brady intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Brady to throw again. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. He'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, 620, 319. 319.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Alpha. White 20. 380.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk. And a first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. Two great competitors, two fantastic players.
And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
South. White 20. Wide 80. South. White 20.
Throwing again. Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So now on 4th down, on comes Stephen Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. This from 54 yards away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adam. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 55 yards.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
They pitch it out to Montgomery. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So the Patriots coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Brady. And the catch made here by Sharon Peake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
Brady now on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Throwing now is Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. It's a foot race. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll try and run. This is Williams. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll give it to him up the middle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rodgers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. Now Rodgers running the option right. And now he'll tuck it and run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey, 158.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
That's fine. Yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Brady now on first down. They'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him to have 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And fights through one man. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
319. 319.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Mike Daniels in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On second down, here's Brady. To Michelle on the dump-off. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Brady. And a dump-off to White. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Yeah, reset. Hey, easy. No. 319. 319.
Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Devon House in there to make the stop. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Orange! Like 20! Orange! Like 20!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
They get it to him running left. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
29, Alpha! Wait!
Here's Brady. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
One play at a time now!
On 3rd down, that's Marshall. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Keith Marshall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, I took 26. That's fine, yeah.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rodgers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
319! 319! Hey, where am I going? Yeah, Liz.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Allison. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Rodgers to Allison, good for a Green Bay 1st down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Back now in Foxborough. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
88, 88. Hey, check 26. We are going. Hey, check 26.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brady now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
He gets it here to Peak. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Get reset. Hey, easy. Yeah, Liz. Jump out.
Rodgers now to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
88.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
319.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Wait 20. Alpha.
He'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Michel. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense. Again, it's Williams. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.